Hi everyone, I'm going to show you the most effective way to set up a Webex meeting for your kids on the first day of school. So if you have the desktop application, you can simply open that and click schedule. It will take you to the website that we're going to be working on. If you don't have the desktop app, we're going to go to the website cfbisd.webex.com. You can also access it through the staff portal on the CFB website. Once you get there, it's going to ask you to log in if you're not currently logged in, and we're simply going to click the Schedule button. Once you click Schedule, it's going to open up with a new page. We're going to make our meeting topic, which I have simply named First Period, so I have one for each class that I teach. You can then change the password. You can make it something very simple. You can make it the same for each. Or you can auto-generate it with different letters and numbers. I'm going to make it for this case, Blaylock 3. Once I have that done, I'm going to click on the Thursday date. I'm going to change that to the 17th, the first day of school. And I'm going to change the time to first period. You can start at 5 minutes before class, or you can start it right on time. You can set the duration for an hour, 50 minutes, or whatever you would like to set it for. I'm going to click the recurrence button. I'm going to click the drop down and pick daily. And then on the right, I am going to put every weekday. I can then go through and pick the ending date, so I can either pick no end date, I can set the end date for the last day of school, which in this case, I'm going to pick the last week of May, or you can set it after so many meetings. I simply set it for no end date, but again, it's up to you. Once you've set that, you can go down to Advanced Options. You can set an agenda if you would like. You don't have to. You can then set the scheduling options. You can click through any of these to require them, or you can leave them unchecked. We're now going to go down to Edit Meeting Options. We're going to click that and it's going to pop up with the box. We can limit what the kids have access to when the meeting begins. You can allow the kids to take notes as one big group or do single note taker. And then unclick any buttons you do not want the kids to have. You can then click Attendee Privileges. This is where you can control who the kids can chat with privately throughout the meeting. That's at the bottom section. I just simply put it as host. We're then going to click Schedule, and we have scheduled our meeting. We can go in and create all of our meetings first, and then grab the links and work through Canvas that way. That is the easiest. I'm now going to show you the best way to set this up through Canvas for the kids to find. We're going to go ahead and copy our meeting link, and we're going to remember our password. We can write it down if we need to. And then I'm going to go into my Canvas course, and I'm going to create assignments and announcements that provide the link for the kids. For the first couple days, I'm going to have it to where the announcement shows up at the top of my dashboard or the kids' homepage, and then I'm going to transition them to going into modules to find their link. So I'm going to set up my announcements first. I'm going to go in and click Announcements. I'm going to create a new announcement by clicking plus announcement on the right hand side. I'm going to title it, and I'm going to add in all caps, click here first, so that the kids can get into the habit of clicking that once they first log in. I'm going to provide the link, so I'm just going to paste it in here. And I'm going to add the instructions that I want the kids to know. So I'm going to say join the class now by clicking the link below. I'm then going to put in my password, which I made it very easy for me to remember, simply Blaylock3. You can make your passwords as easy or as complicated as you would like. Under Post 2, I'm going to click off the All sections and select the section that is my first period. In this case, I'm going to use Sandbox. I'm not going to click any of those buttons just because I don't need to do anything with this post besides click the link. So I can see that now it's been posted to one section, and they will be able to see that at the top of my home page when they log in. I'm now going to go in and create an assignment that I can put into a module that they will see when they log on and go into the modules for the day. This is after we have trained them on where to go when they get to the class. So I'm going to name it the same thing, click here first, so that they hopefully will get into the habit of doing that. And I'm going to give the same message, the same meeting link, and the same password because I'm doing it for my first period still. Once I've added all the information, I'm now going to go down to points. I'm not going to grade this just because it is not something that will be graded, so I'm going to make the point 0 and display grade as not graded. I'm going to click my first period section in the Assign To box, which again we're using my Sandbox. I'm not going to put any dates in because I want this to stay open and there's no due date for this. Now I can see that it's been assigned to one section, it's not worth any points, and they're not submitting anything. I can now go in and put these into a module, and at the top of the module page, I can leave that there and have all of my class periods, but still know that because I assign them to certain sections, only certain sections will see that meeting. If you assign it to one section, that one section is the only one that gets it. So there's no worry of kids coming in and clicking on the wrong meeting link. While it seems like a daunting task, it is a very simple process, and once you set it up once, you don't have to do it again.